What's up, guys? It's your boy Andy Tae and Richie Rich back at it again. We're here, Hollywood Hills this time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I saw you posted a post saying that, you know, during dark times or, you know, during hard times like 2020, good music comes out of it.
Yeah. I actually reposted somebody's post and they said something with regards to, you know, within 2020 to 2030, some of the best music ever will be created.
For sure.
And I do believe we've already created some.
Let's go. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yep.
You know, 2020 all the way 2030, you're definitely going to have a little piece of the pie, or maybe a big piece of the pie, right? So Richie, I know you've been doing real estate. I know you're about to get married soon.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot on your plate, and we're here today because you're launching a new single with Nick Neri.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
you're an agent,
right.
And you're helping upcoming artists with their music.
Absolutely.
So talk a little bit about that, man. That's unbelievable.
Absolutely. So yes, I'm a realtor, and I sell property here in Southern California for a living. And you know, with regards to why I'm even entertaining any type of music endeavors, really is because I love music. I make music myself. But when I see talent and it's not exposed to, you know, on a platform where I feel it should be, kind of just something inside me, you know, burns up. And somebody like Nick Neri, shout out to Nick Neri. I don't even want to start throwing out names, but I do believe he's going to be the biggest artist of the decade, and I'll go as far as saying that. And we found fit to collaborate. He's a great artist. I think we both, you know, offer each other something that helps us grow, and then at the same time we're able to make magic with regards to music. And you're right, you did touch on it. We're going to be dropping a single in July 17th to be exact.
Okay.
And it's going to be titled Habits. It's going to be, you know, you guys are going to be able to stream it on all platforms. I'm excited we're both excited to release that, and we hope that you guys find it, you know, not only entertaining but something thoughtful that you guys could take away and, you know, meditate on and really just enjoy life with. And we're very excited to share that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, let's celebrate on that. I know it's a great feeling to just drop music.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like dropping an asset.
Exactly.
But let's talk about, you know, finding someone like Nick, an upcoming artist. Like, what do you look for in a person like that? Why would you want to invest your money, your time, and your effort into somebody like Nick? And what kind of attributes must they have?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And in simple terms, I've always said it. You know, if you're gonna do something, well, I was told this as a young boy by my mother. If I'm gonna do something, do it 100%. In her words, don't half-ass it, right? So something that stands out to me with an artist, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be me wanting to invest into them or me helping them out, but something that just stands out and that's worthy of praise is somebody that takes their craft seriously and invests into it and does research, whatever it takes, right? I've heard this week, you know, if you're gonna set a goal and not do the things that you need to do to achieve that goal, just check that goal off and don't even ever think about it, because you're just wasting your time and other people's time as well.
For sure.
So somebody that takes their craft seriously is just, I think, is notable and is worthy of praise, whether, you know, you're looking to grow or partner with somebody, but just somebody that takes life seriously and what they're doing seriously and does it with all they have is notable. Yeah, it's notable, and Nick Neri has that quality, and that's something that, you know, I'm sure he's developed over time. But those are things that you really look out for when you just want to be friends with somebody. You know, you want to surround yourself with good people that take their life seriously and that want, you know, that are aligned with similar goals that you have.
Yeah, I mean, that's everything, right?
Absolutely.
If I understand you correctly, you just want them to do their part and you're going to provide your part.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want things to be half-assed.
Exactly.
Yeah, so understandable, and I think it's fair, right? Are you only looking into just this genre, R&B, or are you open to other genres that artists are open to?
So right now, what's going on right now is Nick and I, we have collaborated on a project. It's going to be 7 singles. We're going to drop our first one, Habits, on July 17th. We're pleased to say that our goal is to drop a song every month for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Okay, so right now, what I'd like to say we're doing is just creating a blueprint for any other artist that has that same quality, that takes their craft seriously. Yeah. You know, I'm a firm believer that, you know, when you do something, you should focus on it until the goal gets accomplished. And the goal right now is there's two major goals with Nick Neri right now, and both of them should be a blueprint to bring other people on board that have the same qualities as him.
That's awesome. That's really smart of you. It's like business minded. You're pretty much building a framework.
Absolutely.
Plugging and playing.
It's a system. It's a business.
It's a business. At the end of the day, you don't want just anybody to come on and you're not prepared for it.
Exactly.
You're saying we're creating this blueprint, this framework. When you're ready, I'm ready.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man.
Exactly.
So in terms of genre-wise, are you open to any genre? You're open to working with anybody?
You know what? I wouldn't say yes to that question. There's certain music that to me is meaningless. And that's another thing about the music we've been creating is that our music has not only just a lot of meaning, but it's powerful. Music. We've had a conversation before, and music to me it's supernatural. It's something that was here before us, and something that's gonna be here after us. So realistically, if it doesn't give me that tingle inside, it doesn't make sense for me to proceed and try to make something happen out of it. Gotcha. So I guess in a sense, yes, I'm extremely picky.
Okay, cool. And if someone's interested, how can they, contact you? Is it just through IG or through Facebook?
They could contact me directly through IG at Rich in Spirit @_Rich in Spirit. I'm a firm believer in this. If you want to make something happen, and somebody has the baton to get to the next baton, you're gonna find a way to get to them. That's really what I've been able to do.
Right.
Nothing's been handed to me. And we're early on in the process, but I'm already living the life that I see myself living 10 years from now.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, in other words, guys, if you want to work with Richie and Nick Neri, you just gotta reach out. You just gotta reach out, and you just gotta hustle. Nothing's just given to you. You have to go after it.
Absolutely.
Cool. So Richie, let's talk about the bigger picture. Right now, we're shooting this video, we're documenting things. You're about to make a music video with Nick Neri.
Yes, sir.
Right? You're dropping this single. You're managing people. Right? What is the big picture of all this? Is it just, not a one-night stand, but is it a fluke? Right? Is it just gonna be one thing, or is it gonna be bigger than this?
Yeah. So the goal is to definitely take this as far as I can, right? To grow this as big as I can and help as many people as I can. But realistically, like I said, we're setting the blueprint to understand what works, what doesn't work, and I've done enough research to know how this business, because at the end of the day, this is a business, could be run efficiently and effectively and be lucrative.
Right.
And I've targeted an alley where we're gonna kind of just put full gas in, and I'm a firm believer in there's different ways to make money, there's different avenues, but find one, stick with it, put in the necessary hours that it's gonna take to see fruit from it, and go hard. But to answer your question, long term, I plan to feed my family off of music. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I plan to feed my family and my grandchildren off of music.
Okay. And you talk about feeding your family and making a lot of money from this. Do you want to go into the how you're gonna do this?
Yeah. So with regards to making money off of music, it's it's an untalked about subject, really.
I want to know personally. I don't really know.
So think of a song as an asset.
Okay.
Right. It was created by one individual, a group of collaborators, and there's a song is divided into two pieces, right? There's a sound recording and there's a composition. The sound recording is the master, right? It's a lot of people in the hip hop industry talk about the masters, and then there's a song composition side, which is the publishing and songwriting, right? So I'll let you guys do your homework on the rest of it, but realistically, there's money to be made on the table. But with regards to my preferred channel, is going to be Sync, and that's the music you hear on commercials, TVs, and short films. Sync, yeah. So you're synchronizing that song to be placed onto a film, a motion picture, right?
Gotcha.
And there's obviously fees incurred and there's royalties incurred on both ends of that song, which, as I mentioned, is the master and the publishing. So with that sense, it's there's money to be made, and I realize that, and that's a question that I've always had personally. Like, how could I? I love music, and I do believe that you could. I've always had a dream, to do what I want to do and love for the rest of my life, and be able to feed my family by doing it.
Right.
And I believe I really have found that niche, and I found that crack in. And so, as expected, I'm just gonna flood it until it comes in.
Are you saying, for simple, stupid simple, right? For everyone to understand, are you saying that you're making music so movies can play your music.
Absolutely. So yeah.
Okay.
So the song could be placed onto a film to be heard and watched at the same time. And obviously the production company, whoever is producing that film, is going to pay a fee for that song.
That's awesome. Yeah, any like average, mediocre artist that's just going to make music, they're just going to throw music on SoundCloud, on Spotify, and not make any income from it.
Yeah.
But connecting with you and collabing with you, they can find avenues where they can actually make money from their music.
100%. And that's, I'm not going to say that's the value proposition. The value proposition is always going to come back to the music. Nick and I, working together, I've seen for myself that I personally take music very serious. And it's like, that one song is like, it becomes a child, and you don't want to half-ass your child, right? You want to make sure you put out the best thing.
Yeah.
So fundamentally, that's always going to be the foundation. But yes, you need a team. You need goals to be put to, make money off that song, or whatever the goal is, right? Because not everybody's goal is to make money.
Yeah. I'm sure the viewers are just wondering here, like, why would they pick you versus somebody who's already been in the game 20, 30 years, right? A label, for example. Like, why would they go with Richie, right, versus a big label out there?
Absolutely. So that's a good question. My best answer to that would be just realistically, it's just a team effort, right? If there's nothing I could offer of value to that individual, then this doesn't make sense, right? But if that individual sees value in not, how I do business, or how I, bring value to the studio, to the music, to any aspect of whatever they're missing, if I could bring value to that, then 100%. If they don't see value, I have no hard feelings. I believe in having, I'd rather have one song go far than to have 1,000 songs that are not, producing anything.
And I've seen you work with your artists. It's not just a relationship, a quick relationship.
Absolutely.
You actually have long-term relationships. You communicate with them every single day. You invest your time and money into them. So it's bigger than just the money part.
Yeah, no, it's life. It's life. I've gone through things. I've learned things in my life, and I believe in personal development, within oneself, and trying to get better every day. So, I've had some great conversations with artists that I've worked with that was outside of music. It could be family, it could be, finances, on how to just manage their life, whether they're going through a good or a bad time. So I'm not going to call myself a life coach or anything, but I've invested to learn from other people who do teach different methods to, live a successful life, and, I could just share that information and pass it along as well.
For sure. We talk a lot about personal development. I think everybody should strive to learn to be a practical psychologist.
Absolutely.
At least.
I agree.
I
agree.
So you don't waste your money on therapists that's just gonna take your money and not really teach you how to fish. So Richie, let's talk about this here. We're talking about music, and we're talking about investing in others if that person is right. This burning desire that you have, this passion that you're working with, it's not everybody has it. Where's it coming from?
I think it comes from God. It's a talent, it's a gift that I've been given. It really starts in here. It's my ear. I think something clicks when I hear a certain tune, a certain sound.
You said it's your ear.
Yeah, I got a good ear, man. Okay. I got a good ear. I think my ear appeals to the masses, so whatever I like, I'm sure a large number of people are gonna like. But the fact that I could distinguish that, I think is really my gift, and I can make music, I come up with flows all day. Wow. But I think when the ear says yes, it's like, that's it. Gotcha. Like I'm all in. I'll put all my chips in that.
Wow.
I'm all in.
That's interesting. I've never heard anybody say that, their ear is like their biggest asset. So you're saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know good music is what you're saying.
I know good music. I can hear it. And I can hear it before anything is even spoken. That the beat in itself will tell me if this is something worthy or not.
Sweet, man. So this desire, everybody wants to be big. Everyone wants to be famous, live a life, on the hills.
Right.
But you're doing it. There's a difference. People talk about it, but you're putting in work. Like, talk about that. How much hours do you put into this craft? Like, this whole setup here, is it just like given to you, or you actually put in work?
No, I mean, going back to what we discussed earlier, if I'm a firm believer, if you have a goal set out, you know, you need to take the necessary steps to achieve it. And if you're not willing to take those steps, or even learn, or even find out what those steps are, just write that goal off. You know, so anything I do, I'm going to make sure that I am doing it with all I have, and make sure that I have at least done my homework to make sure that's even attainable for myself with the circumstances I'm in. Right. So yes, you know, we're doing great things here. It's just the beginning, but going back, you know, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it with everything I have, and it does require time. So, you know, with time comes sacrifice, and there's other things I could be doing, but I choose to be here because I see the reward already in front of me. I just need to do the things. So,
well, there you have it, guys. This is Richie Rich. You know, he's dropping his new single,
absolutely,
July 17th. So look out for it. It's called Habits. Hey, Rich, let's talk about habits a little bit. I know we're gonna cut it right now. So in terms of habits, like, what is this song all about? You know, it sounds really crazy. You know, Nick just talked about it. We did an interview about it. But I want to hear your perspective on this.
Yeah. So you know what? I mean, I'm sure we've all taken away something from a song we've heard, maybe we like in the past, right? So my perspective on this song is that internal dialogue that somebody has with regards to habits. When you hear the word habits, it's most of the time a negative connotation, at least for myself. I hear, you know, I've had many and I still do have bad habits, you know? So it's that dialogue within oneself that, hey, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing this. I'm trying to stop doing this, and I do it again. So it's that constant war. So it's really a spiritual thing, but realistically, at the end of the day, this song is to help people overcome those bad habits and really just know that, you know, there's more ahead of them. And at the end of the day, the song is quality. The song is here to just make an impact in people's lives, and I'm sure they'll correlate as soon as they hear it.
There you have it, guys. That's the Habits that's coming out July 17th. And I'm here with Richie Rich.
One more time. Habits, July 17th on all streaming platforms. You do not want to miss this. You need to hear this at least one time. Share it with your grandma, your mom, your sister. It's amazing music. We're bringing quality music back, okay? Excited to share. Thank you.
Cool.
Another bag. How you treat me like that? Wish I never had.